Good afternoon. Here is the national news from BGI TV, Baba Bagede Imo TV. I am Morire Rabila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the national news. In last independence speech, Buhari's calls self high. Gunmen kill community leader in Adamawa after collecting 2 million naira of the president sent to deliver the money. 14 farmers die in Taraba boat accidents, many others missing. Journalist persecuted by Ogun Governor Cherubly Hill after release. On the news from sports, Eagles yet to have true identity under Pasero. Still on news, Gusau elected new NFF president. Now the news in detail. President Muhammadu Buhari has called the performance of the ruling All Progressive Congress APC administration high. Buhari, in his last Independence Day address this morning, said the effort in resetting the economy manifested in Nigeria as it exited two economic recessions by the way practical and realistic monetary and fiscal measures to ensure effective public financial management. He added that the effective implementation of the Treasury Single Account (TSA) and cutting down on the cost of governance facilitated early exit from recessions. President Buhari said his administration had given the desired priority to the agricultural sector through a series of incentives to micro, small and medium-scale enterprises that resulted in creating millions of jobs. Leading this initiative, the Central Bank of Nigeria's intervention in a number of areas as well as the Anchor Borrowers Program had created the required leverages for Nigerians towards self-sufficiency in food and the necessary attraction for farming as a business, he said. On industrial action embarked upon by the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, he said, I must confess that I am very pained by the recurring disruption to our tertiary education system, and I am using this Independence Day celebration to reiterate my call for the striking Academic Staff Union of Universities to return to the classroom while assuring them to deal with their contending issues within the limits of the scarce resources available. And to the next story. Manu was abducted last week at his residence in Bengo in the Fufore local government area of the state. Bandits have murdered the kidnapped village head of Bengo, Silao Manu, in Adamawa State after collecting 2 million naira. Manu was abducted last week at his residence in Bengo in the Fufure local government area of the state. Sahaba reports learned that the terrorists also abducted one Joram Bengo, who went to deliver the demanded money. Agged by the amount delivered to the bandit, the gunman reportedly murdered the village head and sent message to the family to come for his remains. We found his body at the foot of by Gully Heaves after his abductors informed us about his whereabouts, a family member lamented. It was further learned that the bandit initially demanded 40 million naira to release Manu, but the family negotiated down to 2 million naira, which was delivered by Bengo, a lecturer at the Federal College of Education FCE Yola. However, upon receipt of the 2 million naira, the reneged insisted that the agreed sum of money, which is 50 million naira, which was why they abducted Bengo after the payment of 2 million naira was made. Moving on to the next story in Taraba State. No fewer than 14 farmers have reportedly died in the boat capsize, while many others are missing in Gomtamu village in the Gosol local government area of Taraba State. The farmers were said to be trying to harvest their crops from a flooded farmland when the incident happened. It was learned that the farmers who were inside 12 canoes partly ran to harvest their maize submerged by water when the canoes capsized as a result of heavy rainfall and strong wind. The farmers who were from different villages located close to River Benue were said to be picking maize in their farms on Thursday, which were completely submerged by water. A source who spoke with Daily Trust said there were about 50 farmers inside the canoes, adding that only 15 bodies were recovered, while many were still missing. According to the source, there was an incident involving farmers in the area, adding that out of the dead bodies recovered, 2 were of the same parent. Meanwhile, the spokesman of the Taraba Police Command, DSP Usman Abdullahi, said they were yet to receive a report of the incident from the divisional officer in the states. Moving to the next story in Ogun State, Olamineko Bashiru, an Ogun State-based journalist who was recently released from prison, is severely ill and is told to his associate to raise funds for his treatment. spending 138 days at the Ibarra facility of the Nigeria Correctional Service. Mr. Bashiru was arrested by the State Security Services (SSS) in May after his website republished a story that detailed the criminal record of the state governor Dapo Abiodun. Although Mr. Bashiru was granted bail by Abeokuta Divisional of the Federal High Court on June 21st, the conditions, which included 3 million naira bail bond and 2 senior civil servants as sureties, were very stringent and could not be met by the associate. The bail condition, according to his lawyer, Festus Ogun, was a deliberate effort to prolong his incarceration. While in SSS detention and after his transfer to prison, Mr. Bashiru was reportedly tortured and held in inhuman conditions, deprived of sleep, clean water, and other basic needs for human survival, People Gazette Land. Upon his release on Wednesday, he was diagnosed with malaria, severe typhoid, and other infections. And to the next story on sports. Former Nigerian striker Jonathan Akpoboriye has revealed that he has not been impressed with the Super Eagles coach Joseph Pesero's style of play with the senior national team. Akpoboriye made this known on the backdrop of the team's 2-1 loss to Delta Forces of Algeria in an international friendly on Tuesday. The former Wolfsburg striker, in a chat with CompleteSport.com, stated that the team is yet to have any formal identity since he took over the job. And to another victory story for Gusau as the NFF newly elected president. Ibrahim Musa Gusau on Friday becomes the 40th president of the Nigerian Football Federation. Gusau was elected as the NFF president as NFF's 78th Executive Congress in Benin, the Edo State capital. He polled 21 votes to defeat his closest challenger, Barrister Sheyi Akinwumi, who got 12. The second runner-up, elsewhere League Management Committee Chairman Shea Udiko, garnered 6 votes. That concludes the national news from BGI TV. Before we go, some major headlines. In last independence speech, Buhari's call self-high. We're also brought to you, gunmen kill community leader in Adamawa after collecting 2 million naira. On sports, Eagles yet to have true identity since Pesero took charge. For more updates on our stories on YouTube, the handle is Babagede Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access all of our broadcasts. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. On Instagram, Bagede Imo _22 for advert placement of goods and services, coverage of events and function. Please dial the phone number streaming on your screen for advert placements only. Thank you for watching. I am Morire Rebila Lawal. Good afternoon.